Which RLCS Pro is the best freestyler? In this video, we're going to be ranking 10 of the most mechanical pros to see who would have what it takes to become a freestyler. As always, leave a like if you enjoy and subscribe if you're new. Now let's take a look at our first pro. Up first we have TRK, the remaining member of the original Falcons team that dominated me in RLCS. He has always been known for his crazy mechanics, and as you can see here, he's definitely capable of scoring insane goals. His best RLCS goal was his clean double reset, which outplayed all three defenders. There's no doubt that he is one of the most mechanical pros in the world due to his consistent car control when getting and using flip resets. There's nothing really unique or overly flashy to his gameplay however, and he would probably need time to develop new mechanics to be a freestyler. For that, I'm going to stick TRK in the middle at number 5 for now, and I can move him up or down later if needed. The thing that impresses me the most about Oski is the way he uses musties. Pulling off a musty is hard in a top 100 lobby because the defenders usually don't give the time and space that most players would need. But because of his perfect car control, Oski can always find a way to musty after getting a flip reset, usually with huge amounts of power behind the flick. This is a great skill to have in freestyling, but I still feel that his best goals lack that little bit of extra spice that would make him a successful freestyler. Overall, I think Oski's car control is a level above most pros, and for now I'm going to stick him in at number 4 just above TRK. Frosty caught everyone's attention this season by being the mechanical god on Team BDS. I specifically remember his ridiculous consistency at sidewall doubles throughout the season, better than I've ever seen before in RLCS. From these clips, it's clear that Frosty has more of the extra spice that I'm looking for, with the insane reset poke and musty absolute peak shot. He's going in at number 2 for now, as although he has been the best so far, I think there's still better to come. When I started making this video, I didn't expect to be including Frosty as he's relatively new to the pro scene, but when looking through his clips, I couldn't leave him out. His fast plays show off some of the most creative ways to use a flip reset, and being able to hit psychos and pogos too is a big plus. Frosty definitely has the potential to become one of the most mechanical players in the world, and his best goals are already up there with the top of RLCS. I'm putting him in at 5 in between Oski and TRK. With his London Major MVP performance, Beast Mode is seen as the saviour of NA, largely due to the insane goals he scored in RLCS. We've seen him score crazy sidewall doubles many times before, and he had some of the most creative shots all season. But when analysing Beastman's mechanics, there's nothing really too crazy happening. Like with many pros, he's just super consistent at getting resets and using them effectively, and having perfect reads of the wall, corners, and his opponents. Obviously, to win an MVP, you have to be a lot more consistent than others, but freestyling isn't about consistency. I'm putting Beast Mode at number 6, just below Frosty. Zen. We all know about Zen, and we all know what he can do with the ball. Even throughout a rough second season, he was still able to pull off some of the most impressive plays of the year. Sometimes it's difficult to even understand how to move the car in the way that he does. He's well known for introducing psychos into 1v1 as well as his crazy aerial plays. Right now, however, there is no real creative freestyle side to him, as like most pros, his number one focus is still getting the ball in the net and winning. But Zen's mechanics seem to have no real weaknesses, and I'm sure if it came to freestyling, he could become one of the best. He's going to replace Jolly at number 2. Over the past few seasons, LJ has been arguably the most mechanical player in North America, and he plays more like a freestyler than anyone else we've looked at so far. From these clips, you can see the huge scoop he can get on his musties and how clean he makes the transition from getting the reset into the musty. This is only possible with very precise car control, and he's one of the best at it in the pro scene. The way he uses the musty is very similar to Oski, but I think LJ tends to go for more mechanical plays more often and tries more creative shots, and for that I'm putting him just above in his place at number 4. Daniel was one of the most hyped rookies at the beginning of his career, and whilst it took him a while to start getting results, he always impressed us with his mechanical ability. He's one of the few pros that really can do anything that he wants to with the ball. What has always stood out to me about Daniel is that his first touch is always perfectly controlled, meaning that he can do anything that he wants with the ball regardless of the setup or pass. Whilst his mechanics are more competitive focused, it's clear that with his control and movement he would be a great freestyler if he wanted to. The Daniel vs Zen debate concluded after Zen won Worlds, and in this case I'm also giving the edge to Zen, and Daniel can take third. It's super close, but I think Zen is more likely to score a better shot if there's no defenders. I'm sure this is the one you've all been waiting for. Joya has scored some incredible goals since his debut in the RLCS, and his mechanics are even more impressive when there's no pressure on him in ranked. He was one of the first players to start using musties effectively in competitive, and was the first player to score a back foot reset in RLCS at Worlds last season. This has now become his specialty, as you can see in the clips, and no other pro on this list can do them as consistently and impressively as Joya. He is a clear level above the rest and is going straight to the top at number 1. I'm sure a lot of you would have expected Joya to win easily, but there is one more player that you might not know about. Resi is the clear second best when it comes to freestyle mechanics. We never really got to see his true freestyle potential in RLCS, so some of you may not be aware of how insane his mechanics are. From these clips, it's very clear to see that he's had a past in freestyling, and besides Joya, he's a huge level above the rest. The gameplay speaks for itself, so enjoy the clips. So here is my final ranking of the 10 RLCS pros from this video. This is purely based on who I think is the best at freestyling, so this isn't a top 10 of overall mechanics or overall skill. Let me know your opinions in the comments and subscribe for more content like this.